Hey, this is Karen from Plattr, here again to give you some great tips, tidbits, tricks of the trade. I just recently got back yesterday, actually, from the Hennepin Marketing PPC Hero Conference. It was in Philadelphia, and it was a great conference. I've seen and watched some of the replays and some of the videos and for years now. This is the first time going as an attendee, and I have to say, likely I will be going probably every single year. I think the next one is in Austin, Texas, my old stomping grounds. But this particular show, after every show, you kind of want to walk away with a few takeaways, a few action items that you can actually do and implement today, tomorrow, next week, right? You don't want to just have a bunch of floating ideas out there. So these are my three, and making this video to not only hold myself accountable to doing it, but also to share it with you to see if possibly you're able to find some decent results from it as well. So I'm going to record today a series of 3 videos, but it will be parsed out to you, delivered over the next 3 weeks. So stay tuned. Hook, yes, hook and sinker. All right, so the first big action item. And this is something that's kind of been working up to this recent realization, but it's regarding Reddit. If you know and have used Reddit, it's got a massive subculture. They dedicated a session at the Hero Conference to Reddit PPC being like the secret. It's a very wild westy. In fact, the platform itself is pretty rudimentary. It certainly doesn't have the complexities and the auto bidding that you'll see in, of course, Facebook and AdWords, but because it's got such little regulation and such little technology behind it, it is kind of anything goes there. That's not the takeaway. That's not the action item. It's not to start spending money on Reddit PPC, which I might try to, but that's not really my big action item. My big one, and I mentioned that this has kind of been working up to this realization. I've been reading and I follow a lot of SEO thought leaders out there. One in particular, my favorite from Backlinko, is Brian Dean, and he's been talking about Reddit not specifically for the SEO side, but specifically for the copywriting side. When you're writing effective copy, he had an article that he released that I loved. You can probably Google search it really easily, on going to Reddit as a source for figuring out what someone's pain points and problems are in a particular topic. And the example that he used was, some of the protein bars and the keto, the super healthy bars, they taste like cardboard. And this was taken straight out of, when writing effective ad copy and effective copywriting for headlines, just taking pain points straight out of really sarcastic and trolly comments from Reddit. It's from the community. So I'm getting inspiration from that. So I've been seeing Reddit pop up in a few areas, but this in particular, my takeaway here is kind of a combination of what I heard about Reddit PPC and some of the things that I've been reading about on the Reddit's SEO side. And I have my own little morph of an idea that I'm going to be testing out. And I invite anyone listening to this to also test it out. But because Reddit has such great backlink power. So if you get a backlink from Reddit, it's a really good thing. It ranks really nicely on Google too, especially for really obscure questions. And so what we're going to start doing is we're going to make like a Reddit account for each of our most popular niche interests, and then start, of course, gaining reputation there so that when we do start to roll this strategy that I'm about to tell you out, it's not coming from a brand new Reddit account, which again, those Reddit community folks, they will mistrust, right? So to get into the Reddit community, you not only have to have the rap to do it, but also show that you're not just an evil marketer going in there trying to plant seeds of ideas. But once I do start to get the gain of that reputation, I'm going to actually start posting some of my top traffic sites or on my top traffic articles on very particular type of interests, so stuff that are more lifestyle based, more male focused, because Reddit is, I think it was like 70% males was the stat that I read. I have to go back and double check that, but it's primarily males under 25, right? So do they have money to spend? No, but there's a lot of traffic to be had from that. So that's why I'm not as thrilled to be trying out Reddit PPC, because again, why spend it on guys under 25 that they won't even pay for a woman on a date, right? Oh, I take it back. I kid. But the point is, I think that the purpose of Reddit is not so much a PPC as it is just a source of traffic. So by popping in a very popular article that is suitable for that audience, not only will I possibly get a really high quality backlink, but also get some traffic over to my high traffic site. Again, amping up my organic keyword search on our keyword rankings on that, and of course that resulting in the organic traffic lift. So that's one of my 3 takeaways. So stay tuned next week for my 2 of 3.